You know, like me coming from Compton and stuff like that, when I was younger, my dad, like, you know, NWA, Eazy, Pac, you know what I mean, Mac 10, Dub C, the whole 9 yards. That's all my dad listened to this day, you know what I mean? So anytime I get in the car, if it wasn't West Coast, it wasn't getting no play and stuff like that. And I mean, you know, for the culture, you know, back then, like, you couldn't go down the street without seeing somebody see walking, and you know what I mean? It was just big, you know what I mean? That's what it is now still. The first West Coast record I remember is Tupac, You Can't See Me. I used to listen to that every single day. And it was just the energy that Pac did. It was just the way he was spitting it and everything. That's what made me want to start rapping, period. Keep it G. You know, other West Coast groups coming up, you know what I mean? I used to listen to Compton's Most Wanted. I remember the Road Dogs. I don't know if y'all remember them, but Mac 10 and them, Chico and Cool Water. There was a lot of guys that, you know what I'm saying, you probably never heard of. I used to listen to a lot. They had hits back then. Pac, Eazy, NWA, the whole Dr. Dre, Cube, DJ Quick was my favorite though, you know what I mean? And Corrupt too. Hip-hop wise, I feel the West Coast, you know, man, we real back in effect. I feel like we had got a bad rep before. The older generation that came before us, is just like, people really, they got tired of just gangbang music, period, you know what I mean? And, you know, it came to a point in the West Coast where, you know, the dance music and party music, that's actually where all these sounds is coming from now. You know, we used to go to clubs, we had cliques in LA and stuff like that, and, you know, everybody would have their certain cliques, and, you know, everybody would make music from their cliques, and then, you know, it went from dance music, it transitioned to jerk music, then it went to the ratchet movement. It's like, now we getting respected on that level, and, you know, Kendrick and Top Dog is one of the big reasons why. Yeah, I got a video called Compton, you know what I mean? It's with someone real special to Compton, period, you know what I'm saying? The late, great Eazy-E. I mean, basically, that verse, I love that verse from Eazy, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? I want to find a way to bridge the older West Coast with the new West Coast. You know, somebody as legendary as Eazy-E, I wanted to do a song with anyways. So, you know, we got his vocals, we put him on a new beat, and you know what I mean? And then the video came out. I told the director, I said, I don't want no stuff and no shit that, you know what I mean, anybody can find. I want you to dig deep. I don't care where you get it from. You know, get some footage of Eazy and stuff like that. And the way he chopped it up into the video, people were bugging out. They're like, how the fuck did you do this? You know what I mean? So it was dope, man. It's a dope video. And that really got me going my buzz now. Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean, saluted me for it. The blog started going crazy. Problem, Waka Flocka. There's a whole bunch of people just posted it up, and then, you know, the numbers start coming in for me. The song Compton, you know, we didn't get it cleared. It was just for promo strictly to get stuff buzzing in the streets. You know, my manager, Adrian Swish, he basically told me, he was just like, you know what, like, this is a dope song, you know what I mean? But we need to move on from here and just make our own stuff. Where I want to be and where I know I'm going to be, you know what I mean? I'm just here, I want to touch the masses, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got just one sound. You know, if anybody listens to my music, sometimes they'll be like, hey, who's that rapping? I'm like, that's me, you know what I mean? Because I like to call myself like a chameleon sometimes, because I kind of blend into everything. But, you know, I just want to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, taking care of my daughter, taking care of my family, and top of the charts, sold out shows, the whole 9 yards. That's what we're here for. Go hard or go home. For one, my street affiliation, when it comes to music, I'm the only guy coming from my section. There's never been another guy from my section that's made a mainstream or gotten real big to that point. So, you know, a lot of guys, they're Paru affiliated and Blood affiliated in LA, period. And I was raised around nothing but Clipse and stuff like that. So my stories and my sound is, you know what I mean, totally different. Even though we're in the same vicinity, you know what I mean, it's a whole nother side that people haven't heard. And, you know, everything in my music is real. I don't fabricate nothing. I don't put nothing out there that I have done or haven't done in my life. So, you know, I'm giving real street stories and real experiences with my life. You know what I mean? It's not just gangster shit, and ain't just women, you know, it could be relationship shit, it's everything. I keep it real all times. I think the way the media perceives us out here in Compton and stuff like that, they have to really be here to see it. You know what I mean? A lot of them people, man, they had good lives their whole lives, you know what I mean? They probably never wanted for anything. They ain't probably never been broke. I had a family that's broke. And, you know, coming from these places in the area, it's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of robs, there's a lot of killing and stuff like that. And it's so easy to get influenced when your friends is doing something and your family's doing something. But, I mean, I remember the first time I got shot at, I was 9 years old. I wasn't doing nothing but getting my grandma something to eat. So, I mean, you would really have to be here and see it and understand, like, what goes on. And the media would understand if they came to come spend 2-3 weeks in Compton with me. I guaranteed you would change your perception of rap music, period. I remember I was on Xbox Live one time and I'm playing somebody from Canada. And he's like, hey man, where you coming from? I'm like, coming from Compton. He's like, you ain't from Compton. You can't be from Compton. They will steal your Xbox if you you know what I mean, if you even playing it and stuff like that. So, you know, especially when I go out of town, people, they automatically think that you crazy. They automatically think that you on edge and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, we still people. You know what I mean? We trying to make it out just like anybody else is in that city. So
did something different, you know what I mean, from what we used to seeing in the South. You know, they made Atlanta proud. They made the South proud. They wasn't following the trend.
Always work, man. Never stop working. If you're working on a project, if you just have an idea, work on that idea. If Dr. Dre wasn't working before Coachella, we wouldn't have never had a Tupac hologram.
I probably put my first verse in there, that's all, and like he brought everybody who was in the studio in there to listen to it after I was done. Tyler, the Creator, Jeremiah.
And I don't even think that he talked on anybody else's record besides mine. So I had made sure that I got Yams on the song. It was gonna either be Yams or Puff Daddy, and I got Yams on there.